circle. Trickles back to Luke. Cross ice. Up to Casey. Casey skates it in. Squeezed into the boards. Allen with the hit. Caleb behind the goal. Pops free. Luke can't kick it in. Coming all the way down. Casey comes after it. Casey up the wing. Luke. Back to Casey. From the point. Steered wide by Dylan. Far side. Back to the point. Knocked down by Noah. Blocked in front by Luke. And the puck trickles out. Alec skates it in. Tried to toe drag, couldn't. Nolan now on the ice at forward. Sean now on the defense. Caleb goes after it. In the corner. Nolan, far side. And I think, that's the last thing we need. Caleb is down in the corner. No call. Skates off under his own power. Of different line combinations due to not having many players. Comes all the way down. Taken away by the ninth. Centering pass blocked. Collins with the bump. Puck is still sitting there. Centering pass comes all the way through. High slot. Backhand shot. Dylan with the save. Knights with the rebound. Centering pass. Far corner. Casey. The boards and out. Laid off sides. Wide pushing it inside the zones. Face off inside the defensive end for Ashburn. 13:22 left in the first. Face off back to the point. One-timer, swallowed and held by Dylan. Back to the point again. Near corner. Towards the goal, shot with the lift check. Went all the way across the face. Jason, backhand. Trickles out. Jack can't get there in time. Kicked into the zone. Poked away. Here come the Knights. In the neutral zone. Jason with the big hit. Gone. Far side. Leandra jumped on by the Knights. Gone near side. Backhand to Jack. To Leandra. Cleared. Knights regrouping. Jack steps up. Caleb back on the ice. That's a good sign. Pushes it into the zone. Knights. Jumped on by Caleb. Caleb poked away by the Knights. Stretch pass. Looking down on the defense. Centering pass blocked by Luke. Back to the point. Shot. Directed. Back behind the goal. Centering pass again. Low slot. Shot. Blocked in front. Luke clears it. Alex Caleb Miller in the forwards. Comes back to the blue line. Kept in. Centering pass. Miller with the save. Another save. Still sitting there. Cleared inside. Miller. Alec towards Noah towards the line. Pass. Couldn't be controlled. Not cleared. Now Nolan cleared. Nice stab there. Comes back in. Nope, kept out. And that's icing. Icing with 11:15. Albeit, match Takes it to the side. Center pass. Block by Sean. Back behind the goal. Knight. Center pass. I think that was a shot on goal. Going to save. Cleared by Collins. That's going to be icing there. 10:53 left in the first. Shots on goal so far, 4 minutes in, 5 tonight, 0. Top of the circle. Pass is blocked. Not cleared. Collins clears, but again, going to be too strong for icing. Pushes it in deep. Leander goes after it behind the goal. Knights. Comes back to the point. Shot. Redirected and deflected in front from the Knights. Knights. The boards, but that was offsides. I don't understand that one at all, but we'll take the offsides with 10:13 left in the first. Defense. Back behind the goal. Noah, far side. Noah. Steps in. Caleb comes back flush. Caleb uses the boards to Alec. They're off the boards. Alec going wide. Still has it. Towards the goal. Shot went wide. Caleb comes back right. To Luke. Nice. In the neutral zone, Alec with the hit. Pushed in deep. Near the corner. Back behind the goal. High slot. Shot blocked in front by Alec. That's delayed offsides. Comes back to Luke. Luke looking. Caleb lost the puck. Comes after it. Uses the boards. But the Knights are waiting in the neutral zone. Nolan. They look at the hit, pushes it into the zone. Knights. Looking to break out. Leandra poked away from it. Nolan backhands it into the zone. Knights. Long stretch pass. Luke with the steal. Goes into the zone. Penalty on the Knights coming up. Luke draws the trip with 8:38 left in the first. Ashburn going to the power play. On. Got to be delayed offsides. No, where was that call? That was ridiculous. Pushed in deep. Dylan stops it, leaves it for Sean. To Leandra. Leandra. Slightly behind Payson. Caleb goes after it. Sweeps it forward. Pulls up. Caleb. Wheeling and dealing. Tried to get it to Sean. He's sneaking in. Sean pushes it in. Back to the point. John to Payson. Payson. Caleb shot. Went wide. John keeps it in. To Leandra. Centering pass. Caleb in front. Shot. Tipped over the goal. Collins keeps it in. Payson. Centering pass. John. John goes down and hit by his good friend Riley. There's going to be a payback for that, I'm sure. Collins. Here come the Knights towards the goal. Shot. Short-handed goal by the Knights. 7:08 left in the first. Ashburn trails 1-0. 30 seconds left in the power play. The wrong time was put up for the power play. That was the issue. All good. Our thanks to Billy Stowe. Loudoun is doing the score. Noah battling. Nolan pushes it forward. No icing. Knights trying to clear. And do stretch pass. Step forward. Luke steps up, reaches to the side. Centering pass goes all the way through. Right in front, shot. Saved by Dylan. Jack uses the boards. Nolan trying to catch up to it. Knights have it. Jack. Back in the corner. Payson pushes it to the near corner. All the way down for icing. Icing with 5:55. Leandra, Caleb, Nolan, the forwards, Collins, and Sean on defense. Shot on goal right from the draw. Nice play by Caleb. Back save. Can't clear. Knights pick it up. Right in front. Dylan slides across in coverage. Nice save by Dylan. Filling the dot. Back to the point. Gone. Back to it. Caleb. To Leandra. He chips it forward. Alec, Caleb, Leandra the forwards. Collins and Sean on defense. Here come the Knights. Collins gets his stick on it. Pushes it into the offensive end. The Knights are waiting. Chipped up, not out. Caleb. Caleb with the broken stick. He got a mouthful of Loudoun player. Passes behind everybody. Alec in the neutral zone. Stolen. Collins. Shot. Went wide. Leander rebound. Sean. Blocked in front. Collins harassing within the night. Drop back. In front. Shot. Nolan, the forward, Sloop, and Noah on defense. Knights in the neutral zone. Nolan. Over to Payson. Payson's on his back end. Knights poke it away. Jack. Shot. Save and covered by the Knights. Luke keeps it in. Knights rapid. It's out of the zone. Luke pursuing. Luke hustling after it. Towards the point. Nolan's able to clear. That's the late offside right there. Noah picks it up. Stolen by the Knights. Wide. Nolan clears all the way down for icing. No icing. Long stretch pass. Luke pushes it back in. Blade offsides on Ashburn. Pushed into the zone. Noah goes after it. Line change for Loudoun. Nolan pushed it forward. Again, no icing. A little questionable. From the Knights right up the middle. Stop. Stick save. Uncovered. Yeah, you protect your goal and don't listen to that. Amen. Stilling gets it up at center ice. Jack at the lift check. Back behind the goal. Luke harassing the whole way. Taylor picks it up. Luke wraps it near side. Clears the zone. Leander with the pressure. Knights it back in. Taylor with the near hit. Noah with the near hit. Jack behind the goal. Face-off circle. Noah prevented the shot. Caleb picks it up. Caleb to Leandra. Leandra skates it in. Uses the puck. Caleb can't quite catch up to it. Caleb behind the goal. Line change for Ashburn. Forwards just coming on. Caleb couldn't control that puck for a shot. And it's clear. Here come the Knights. Nice play by Noah to clear. That was offside. Pushed in, poked right back out by Nolan. Alec, Payson, Nolan, the forward. Sean and Collins on defense. Cleared by Nolan. Alec with the pressure. Knight skated in. Sean takes it towards the line. Payson clears. Cross ice. Pushed in. Behind the goal. Knight on the goal line. Low slot. Shot. Stick saved by Dylan. Nolan just slightly ahead of Alec. Alec going after it. From the Knights. Steven neutral zone. Toe drag. Failed. Goes too far. Now with the flight pump into the boards. Collins tying up the player. Collins wraps it far side. He's going to clear the zone. Not enough for icing though. 40 seconds left in the period. Nolan with some pressure. Drop pass by the Knights. Here they come. Across the face, drop pass. Shot hits the bar. Bounces out. Nolan clears. A nice overlap play by the Knights, getting a good shot. Didn't go. 12 seconds in the period. Another drop pass right in front. Push to the side. 2 seconds. That. The end of the period. After one. Side. Nice bumper pass to the breakout. Caleb's there though. He's got there's a trip Aiken down. No call. Nice poke check by Noah right in front. Dylan with the save. Dylan sliding across for that save. Face off. Caleb. Far side. Alec. Knights keep it in. Noah. Caleb picks it up. Caleb. Pushes it in deep. Nolan going after it. Back behind the goal. Knights. Clear. Here they come. Shot to tie. Noah. Stretch pass to Nolan. Nolan. Lost the puck. Comes back to the point. Noah shot. Caleb in front. Shot deflected high. Back to Towards the point. Luke steps up, keeps it in. Alec goes after it. Nice. Clear, cross ice. Defense got caught up. Shot. Plugged and held. Ashburn winning the penalty kill with 13:28 left in the third second. Penalty kill team. Mason, Leandra, the forwards, Collins and Sean O'Leary. Sean sits it back towards the line, kept in. Cross ice. In front, it's the side of the goal. Face-off circle, Payson. Kept in by the Knights. Back behind the goal. In the corner. In front. Shot and saved by Dylan. Strap shot from above the face-off circle goes it. 12:55. In the second, Ashburn on defense. Payson in the dot, picks it up, pushes it in. Payson, far corner. Jack with the hit. In the neutral zone. Nice steal by Noah. Pushes it in deep. Far side. Jack. Pumped off the puck and it trickles out. Trickles into the Ashburn zone. Luke clears. Bounces all the way down. Payson able to keep it in. And Leandra right in front. Jack couldn't get a shot. Comes back towards the blue line. Here come the Knights. Luke with the... What is wrong with that?
I don't understand. Don't understand.
Jason's going to go to the box. I have no idea.
Maybe the net. Oh, Jason's coming up.
That's a ridiculous call. Side. Leander coming back for it. Is able to clear. Caleb sweeps it forward. Caleb has the puck 1-on-3. Loses the handle. Knights coming the other way. Turning the corner are the Knights. Shot, pad save. Far side. Back to the point. Shot. Blocked in front. Dylan. Pad save. Jumps out of the zone. Knights regrouping. Knights along the boards. Caleb comes over. Caleb behind the goal. Luke. Puck hits the side of the goal. Noah harassing. Drop pass, Luke. Far side. Kept in by the Knights. Back behind the goal. Luke pins him on the boards. Centering pass comes all the way back to the high slot. Shot was deflected off the skate. 20 seconds left in the penalty kill, and Dylan covers. Nolan and Alec forward, Sean and Caleb on defense. Alec harassing. High slot. Right in front, shot. Cleared to the side. Dylan got a pad on it first and it's cleared. Kept in. One timer. Deflected wide. Back to the point. Ashburn back to full sprint. Towards the goal. Kept in. Alec muscles it forward. Into the zone. Alec takes the hit. Nolan pushes it in deep. Payson pursues, far side. Sean steps up. Payson. Hey, Dad, Alec may need his state check.
Yeah. I'll hear about it tonight on the way home.
Payson, center passes to the side of the goal. Knight, looking to clear. Nolan with the back check, comes away with the puck. Nolan couldn't get much on it, and from the Knights, 2-on-1. Sean knocked that cross-ice pass down, goes into the corner. Sean comes away with it. Up, not out. Shot again. Kicked out by Nolan. Pushes it into the zone. Alec comes to the puck. Shot. Save. Rebound. Puck is still free. Come on, ref. As Nolan is absolutely tackled, that has to be a penalty on Loudoun.
He's going to blame Ashburn.
Better be sending him to the box.
Did something.
Yeah, you bet that's a penalty. You took him down. I am not talking to the other player. Thank you for that call, ref. Roughing is the call. Ashburn going to the power play with 9:01 left in the second. Second penalty of the game. One more, and I'm guessing he'll be sitting. As in the CBHL, 4 penalties in a game means you're out of that game and suspended from the next. I'm not sure what the big long explanation is. Nolan was tackled inside the goal crease. Referee just demonstrating a forearm shiver to the Loudoun coach. Off into the corner. Knights back to the point. Noah can't keep it in. All the way down. Dylan leaves it for Luke. Luke clears to center ice. Nolan with that block of the pass. So close to being onside. And we couldn't quite get back onside. Sean poked away. Sean goes back after it. Poke to the side. pick it up. Sean steps up. Knights towards the goal. Collins with the pressure. Near corner, Sean. Alec, nice play by Alec. Steers it around the defender. Here comes Alec. Alec avoids the defender. Shot on goal, saved by the goalie. 37 seconds left in the power play. Go Bear! Alec's going to take the face off. Caleb bumps it back to Collins. Collins, shot, redirect in front. Save. To the side. Here come the Knights. All the way down. Dylan.
Oh my gosh.
Around. Centering back. Look past everybody. Here comes Kaysen. Alec with him. Dangles. Uses the puck. Trickles to the goalie. Who puts it to the side. Sean keeps it in. Collins. Shot was blocked. Cleared all the way down by the Knights. And they are back to full straight. Chips it forward, Jack comes after it. Behind the goal. Come the Knights. Coming back with the puck. Cross ice. It's got to be icing, thank you. It is. 6:54 left in the second. You never know. Shot goes wide. Nolan battling. Leandro frees the puck. Jack comes over for it. Shot. Just into the netting. 6:39 left in the second. Luke skate into the bench. Still, Jack. Cross ice. Knights are there waiting. Moves out of the zone, no call. Far corner. Inside. Leander with the pressure. White bump. Jack tries for the stuff, and it's covered and held by the goalie. 5:51 left in the second. Here come the Knights. 2-on-1. Noah's back. Cross ice. One time. Caleb squeezes it in the boards. Knight skated in. Towards the goal. Shot. Gloved and held by Dylan. Caleb the forward, Collins and Sean on defense. Back towards the point. Pacing and Knight there, both go down. Knight pick it up to center ice. Alec pressing. Pushed in deep. Far side. Sean. Squeezed into the board. Towards the goal. Alec clears. Pacing comes back for it. Knight's in front. Shot one behind the goal. Caleb. Squeezed off the puck. Drop pass. Sean in the corner.
A lot of work.
Back behind the goal. Centering pass. Tied up. Sean picks it up. Pokes it out of the zone. Pacing trying to catch up to it. Knights are there. Knights. Alec pushes it forward. Neutral zone. Sean. A little too far ahead for Caleb. From the Knights. Caleb comes back for it. Caleb. The neutral zone. Skates it in. Jack and Nolan behind him. Shot went wide across the crease. And that's offsides. 3:52 left in the second. Trickles into the zone, Leander pursues. Cross ice, Knights. Knights drop pass, something they use with good effectiveness in this game. Shot on goal. Luke, far side. Back behind the goal. Knights, centering pass, trickles in through the slot. Luke uses the boards. It's cleared, Knights have it there. Skating it back in. Careful, the ice is slippery. Noah, Jack, back to Noah, get it out. Trickles out. Ashburn really hasn't had much possession. Luke. And that shot was tipped up and out of play with 2:55 left in the second. Payson reaches back for it, sweeps it forward. Payson has Alec with him. Payson on his backhand. Centering pass off his screen. To the side. Tatum. Caleb and Payson battling. Caleb pops out with it. Trying to fight off two players and couldn't. Puck is out of the zone. Sean has it. Pushes it back into the zone. point. Collins. Shot. Stick save. Steered into the corner. Casey. Leaves it for Caleb. Caleb. Back to the point. Right in front. Hook to the side. Back to the point. Sean. Shot. Tipped high. Play with the high stick. That was Caleb playing with it. Smart play by the Knight player. Intentionally did not touch it. Stacy was hitting a high stick. Caleb played a high stick. Nurse is 145 Jack, Leandra, Noah, the forward. Noah and Luke on defense. The corner. Luke wraps it far side. It's going to clear the zone. It's going to come all the way down. That's going to be icing. Rarely do you see icing when the puck is wrapped around. Behind the goal. Centering pass. Oh, front. Noah with the steal and clears to Nolan. Has Jack up ahead. Over to Jack. Goes under his foot. Knights over the clear. Noah keeps it from going deep. Pitches it back. Knights himself. Again. Trickles into the Knights zone. Cleared. Into the zone, Luke clears, just out of the reach of Jack. 49 seconds left in the period. Backhand pass in front, shot, save. And now it's covered by Dylan. Early whistle by the ref. 39 seconds in the period. Face off to the corner. Centering pass. Right in front. Still sitting there. Now it's cleared somewhat. Kingston clears it.
The icing again.
I think he could have gotten to that if he was a better skater. That was a joke, folks. That was a joke. 21 seconds left in the period. To the point. Face-off circle. Stick under a stick. Caleb. Alec. Not clear. Goes into the corner. Sean. Sean with the lead. Caleb. 3 seconds left. And that is the end of the second. After 2, Ashburn trails. retreat. The boards. Into the zone. Across the face of the goal. Shot, save. And covered by Dylan. Flows around. Noah wraps it far side. Triples out of the zone. Knights pick it up. Retreat. Here come the Knights. Into the zone. Luke clears. And it's pushed back in deep. Nolan comes after it. Nolan back to the point, kept in. Face-off circle. Shot hits the side of the goal. Centering pass right in front, Dylan scores. High hold. Both defenders were down behind the goal, leaving player open in front, 13:58. Left in the third. Ashburn now trails 5-0, and we should have a running clock. Alec Taylor facing the forward, Sean and Collins on defense. Sean. Knights push it in. Sean keeps it from going deep. Can't clear. Knights pick it up. Sean again. Clears to the side. Shot. Keep over a nice player. Jason clears. Knights though. Controlling. Cross ice. Near corner. Collins goes after it. Knights, far corner. Back to the point. Up the Caleb's street. Caleb picks it up, gets squeezed into the boards. Knights in the neutral zone. Sean pokes at it. Then Knights, Sean. Up to Caleb. Caleb has a mini break. And he's mugged. Shot. Another shot. Still free. Third shot. Now it's covered. Ashburn's going to the power play as Taylor versus Mugg. Mugg goes to the goal. Mugg. In theory, it could be a penalty shot. The goal, backhand pass. Dylan gets a stick on it. Puck is still free. Cleared by Nolan. Nolan. Cross ice to Jack, and you're too far there. Knights pick it up. Dangle. Low slide.
Toe drag.
Right in front. Shot. Swallowed and held by Dylan. We do have a running clock. 40 seconds left on the power. Crap, near side. Nolan comes back for it. Nolan battling. Leandro. Over to Jack. Knights were waiting. Noah keeps it out of the zone. Now it's pushed in. All ice. Luke behind the goal. Reverses, gets pinned. Breaks free. To Jack. Bumps off his stick though. He pokes it into the zone. And the Knights back to full strength. Near corner. Noah goes after it. Noah put the white Knight player into the boards, but he was so far away from it when he hit him, there was no boarding. Luke. The corner. Ends it. Out of play. 9:57 and running. Center ice. Going wide. Has Alec with him. Toward Alec. Knights are able to clear. Here they come. Puck comes towards Dylan. Sean picks it up. Back in. High out. Back behind the goal. Collins goes after it. Sean. Pace in. Out. Delayed off sides. Sean looking. Knight skated in. Dropped out. Shot goes wide. Towards the goal. Didn't get anything on that pass. Sean avoids the hit. Sean in the corner. Collins behind the goal. Alec able to clear. Caleb pushes it in. I don't think they're going to call an icing at this point. Collins got a stick on that. That is not icing. Go on. The corner. Nice play by Caleb to intercept it. It's going to be a shot. Caleb to Kaysen, just slightly ahead of him. Centering pass. Goalie got a stick on it. It hit on the post. Delayed offsides against Ashburn. It was almost an own goal by the goalie. We'll take it. It's clear. Knights retreating. Caleb with some pressure. The point. Kept in by Jack. It's in the low slot. Knights pick it up. Come the Knights in the neutral zone. In wide. Shot. Knocked down by Dylan. He couldn't find it. Cleared by Luke. Able to clear. And that will... 7:10 left in the third. Face-off circle. Nice. One blocked in front by Nolan. Nice. Push it in deep, or not deep. And right in front turnover, blocker saved by Dylan. Cleared. Knights have it in the neutral zone. Back in. Leander knocks on the pass. Can't clear it, Luke. And that will trickle out. Knights have it again now. a hit from behind on that one.
Yeah, no doubt.
Coming all the way down. Shot. Dylan knocks it down and sits on it. 5-10 left in the third. Near corner. Right in front, shot. Alec and Dylan able to make the save. Point blank range. 4:20 in the running. What is the referee pointing at? By Caleb, cleared. No icing. Alec goes after it. Jason in the corner. Far side. Collins squeezes the player into the boards. Here come the Knights. Centering half. That was off of Sean's skate. Speaks volumes for this game. 3:27 left. Ashburn girls 6-7. Noah and Luke now on a defense. Knights, they're in zone. Swing and a miss on that pass. Kept in Caleb. Puck triples 3. Knights pick it up. And Luke. Knights. Into the zone. Here they come. Luke and Noah double team. Alec pushes it up to Caleb. Caleb comes back for it. Sweeps it forward. Loses an edge. Wrap near side. Luke with the hit. Noah steps up, puts the puck out of the zone. Luke pushes it in. The corner, far side. Knocked down by Caleb. Knights in the neutral zone. Swept to the side by Luke. Turning in the corner of the Knights. Ooh. Caleb hits the boards hard and he seems to be okay right in front. Noah gets a stick on it and goes into the netting. 2 minutes are running. Caleb. A little ginger after hitting the boards hard. Noah and Leander jack the forwards. Noah and Luke on defense. 1:27 is running. Ron and Collins now on defense. Looks off. Shot. In the corner. On. Backhands it. Goes out of the zone. The Knights are rated. I am happy to say 1 minute remaining in the period. Leander with the shot. Goalie's able to come across there and make the save. Kept in by Jack. Leandra trying to get on the forehand. Sean back behind the goal.
40 seconds.
Knights. The neutral zone. Sean sweeps it into the corner. Collins blocks that pass. Back behind the goal. Far side. Knights towards the goal. Backhand shot. Score.
Goal.
And that's going to be it. 20 seconds left in the game. Final score. Knights 7. Ashburn 0. We're not going to recap the scoring because it was 7-0. Final shots on goal, 34 for the Knights, 14 for Ashburn. Well, no game tomorrow.
Lots of practice.
Practice tomorrow. Is there a game next weekend?
No, that's Thanksgiving. Next game we have is in Jacksonville.
Okay, so that'll be Friday, December 5th. Have a good Thanksgiving, everyone. We will see you from Jacksonville.